Hello and welcome to the show. I am back on Spintires, going to be continuing our adventures in apparently a World War II truck. Things have gone okay up until this point. However, in our attempts to essentially be lazy and shortcut, rather than head all the way back down here and find a path across, I don't actually know where the nearest, I guess down here maybe? There's no real direct path across to where we want to go. In fact, I don't think there is from this side, in all honesty. So we are having to be brave and go through a big load of water, which is only going to end really, really well. I think what we're going to want to do is very easily inch our way around. Now, my plan is not to go straight in, because if we go straight in, we're going to get stuck. My plan is to inch around the outside over here. Now, we are going to have to go into the water at some point, but if we can inch our way around so that there is always possible trees to latch onto, then that will be good. Also, this is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. This is quite deep. In fact, what I'm going to do here is be cheeky. Already, we're going to go for a winch. We're going to go for a winch. We're going to go for a grab. I'm actually ending up using the winch as a turning mechanism for this truck at times when it doesn't have a huge amount of grip. So we will winch it around. Now we can release that. We're going to have to stick it in reverse. I mean, very careful with my gear selection. We do not need. Oh, we're kind of using crawler gears. We don't need much in the way of speed. This is going to be very much a kind of inch around the outside. Well, I think we're stuck on a rock, aren't we, at the front there? Can I actually see what we are? Yeah, we might be able to just reverse a little bit, not get it stuck. Find a gear. There we go. Now, oh, dangerous water level. Please don't drown. Please don't drown. It doesn't have a huge amount of health, this, so if something does go wrong, we may well end up quite stricken. I should have off-camera bought one of the big rescue trucks up here just in case something happens to have gone awry. I didn't, so if we get stuck, we are well and truly done for. The objective in all of this is just to deliver. I guess 2 logs is what we're going to pick up with this truck. Is all we can fit into the back of here. We need to get 8 logs to complete the mission. This wouldn't be the vehicle that you would sensibly do missions with. This is the vehicle that I've tried to challenge myself with using. It's actually doing a pretty good job here, inching along this outside area. It's not so deep, the water. Oh, we're going to roll the truck if we aren't careful. Oh, we're going to dug ourselves a hole. I was trying to steer. We need to have the wheels as straight as possible for as long as possible, I fear. Can we wiggle? Okay, yeah, wiggle the wheels a little bit. We'll get ourselves free. Dangerous water level, but not quite a damaging amount of water. Oh, are we stuck in here? We might have even... we just got that rear wheel. The wheel that's in the water is stuck, isn't it? All right. Winch, go! Pull! The winch is more efficient than the engine in this, I'm going to be honest here. But, so far, we have made it relatively well. Let's try and straighten up the wheels. Can we do anything here? Aha. That is a long way to winch, but it might be enough to get us around this tree. We need to turn, and I don't want to winch that way for too long. Can we get any movement going? We did so well initially with the movement. It's kind of petered out a little bit, unwinch assisted. I've got to straighten up my steering. Any movement? There we go. Still going. I'll be curious to see the trenches that we've dug in under the water with this in our quest to make it through a puddle. It has been an arduous journey. This is more like it though. This is a lot more manageable in terms of river. Now, I need to figure out where the bloody hell oh, okay. I don't really know where I'm going here. Apparently, there is supposed to be a path. Where does it reckon that path is? Does it reckon it's trees? Out of the way, please. Reckon it up there? I don't really see much in the way of path, I'll be honest. Oh, piss, there's a tree. Oh, which way do we want to tow ourselves to? Because our direction of travel where we want to be going is basically straight. The issue is that, well, there's a lot of water. I think we want to go... Can we... Okay, I'll just go over this way. I need to get over this log that's underneath our truck, or at least winch the truck in a way that pushes that log clear. Did notice that in the middle of the river. I think maybe go... Oh, no, I don't know now. Oh, is there a path up there, maybe, we're supposed to be on? We are... As feared, I am stuck in the middle of a lake with very little in the way of options in terms of a way out. Can we go... I mean, we went down that way. Oh, actually, no, that way might work. If we went down that gap... Oh, but it's going to be really risky getting down there, because if we get stuck, there is not a lot in terms of trees to winch ourselves to. I really need to... actually, that might work. Pull the front of the truck around. Perfect. Actually position this one where I want it to be. And there we go. Good job. Now, I'm not going to be able to pull myself out over there. That's way too steep. That does not look particularly fun, but there looks like there is more in the way of prospects. We're going slightly the wrong way, though. Kind of hoped it wasn't going to turn us as much. Do we head along... Maybe we head along the coast over this way, then. There's got to be a way out of this water somehow. Surely there's got to be a way out of this water somehow. Come on, truck. That's going to be a really steep thing, so that's fine. It's to be expected, really, that we're going to need to winch our way around. If we follow this path... I say follow this path. Follow this along... Yeah, okay, change of plan, because otherwise I think we're just going to end up going... I don't want to get stuck trying to navigate around in a forest in a truck like this. It's not got the best amount of, well, grip, turning, anything. Maybe just carefully does it a little bit here. We'll winch our way along again. If I was in that big MAN, it would literally be, there is a puddle here, we're not going to worry about it, and just drive straight through it. In this, it is carefully does it for just about every second that we are driving. Inch along the outside of water, but we are making progress. This rear-wheel drive truck, no diff locks whatsoever, has been around for many years. It is still going. Aha! I spot what looks like a road. I've actually got a little bit of momentum on the go here. We are making, well, I say making waves. Not quite, making small ripples, shall we say. But I spy a road. Now, we were making waves briefly. Can we wiggle steering, get ourselves out? Aha, there we go. We are on the move. Ooh, God, this has got a little bit deeper in places. I'm not sure. I'll be the exhaust that's falling in the water that we've got to be careful of, which is not ideal. However, we haven't got to deep enough water that the truck has stalled out, so that is good. I have a feeling we have gone slightly the wrong way. Yeah, we've gone a little bit wonky, but it looks like there is a path heading to the left. That looks perfect. Path heading to the left that we can head towards. Keep near the tree line, just in case we need to winch our way out of here. Well, all of you that betted on me getting stuck in the water, haha, we haven't. All of you that thought we would be buggered, that we would never ever get out of that water, I didn't. We did not get stuck. We didn't even have any close calls. There wasn't really any massive panic in all of that. It just worked. Now we're going to get stuck having got out of the water because this is really thick mud. This is very thick mud for the truck to deal with. I'm not sure whether I prefer the water or the really gloopy mud. I mean, admittedly, gloopy mud contains a lot of water, but in terms of something for this to try and deal with, this is not ideal. Come on, there we go. We got that wheel over there spinning. Yeah, that one there's digging a hole. I kind of want to get out of the actual road again. Is that the log kiosk? Oh, and I think it's just a little bit further down the road. If we can actually get off the road, we'll probably do better. Not only do we stay closer to trees, but there is slightly more solid ground over here. If I was in a big heavy vehicle, I'd probably dig my own kind of trenches to get stuck in. But in this, we can probably go back up to automatic and get a little bit of momentum going on. Look at this! We're up to 3rd gear! It is the logging station up here. We are going to have to kind of just go ploughing again, slightly. Into the mud and muck we go. Fantastic. Alright, we'll go stick it back down into... one of these guys. I don't know how to get out from here. That's something that I didn't really contemplate very much. I don't know where I'm going after we pick up the logs. Also don't know how much the additional weight is going to hurt this vehicle. Like, sticking a huge amount more weight on the back of this truck probably won't be fun times for for the vehicle. Well, then again, more weight over the back might help it in terms of pushing the back of the truck into the ground. Might help it with manoeuvring of stuff. So there is always that potential. Like I say, our giant truck can't carry the 6 points, so we're going to have to take the short amount of logs, and that is in there nicely. I was actually going to try and have a look. Camera, can we have a look at the back? Oh yeah, okay, so it's... I hope it's magically, like, glued. Or maybe it's got Jeff's magic tape. Ah, maybe Jeff has got the magic tape to hold the logs into position. Oh, where the bloody hell are we going? Oh, log station's over there. Oh, no, sorry, that's the log station. That's not the lumber mill. Where is the lumber mill? Oh, the lumber mill's all the way back. Oh, bloody hell. Don't make me go back the way I came. Please don't do that. Don't know. We might get stuck. We've kind of done enough of the watery excursions for one day. Do we have any other choices, though? I mean, we are very much penned in here. There is no other way out of this. Aside from literal tree exploration, which I definitely do not want to do, there is no other way out of this area. I'd probably be better off just winching help myself backwards. Will probably be more efficient in this sort of situation. Okay. Gear, and where the hell are we going to go? There is a big road up here that we could probably follow around to this side. But then from this side, I guess if we... Okay, here's the plan. So, we're stationed over here. If we head back the way we came, find wherever the big road is, somewhere along here, follow it across. I'm hoping at some point there's going to be a road down so we can get on this road. This kind of wiggly, squiggly horribleness. Maybe not go through there. Probably head down this way and then across... I don't know if I want to go across there. I think we're gonna be better off actually going back the way we came, in all honesty, because the other routes, I guess maybe if we get into this middle bit it might not be too bad, but the other routes I don't know if they're going to be any better. Or maybe actually, no, tell a lie, if we head up this way we can come across, there's this big main road bit here that I think will probably join up over here or somewhere around here. Right, that's the plan we're going for. I had to have a little bit of a look at the map. Can I... I can winch myself over there. Alright, I'm looking for lazy truck turning techniques here. We might pull the tree stump out. Well, to be fair, the tree stump is in the way of the door. It's a little bit inconvenient, I'll be honest, I would imagine. Not inconvenient for me, but inconvenient for them having to deal with that. Oh crap, we're also going to have to start dealing with nighttime because I am not going to want to be... I don't want to skip the night. I said I don't want to skip the night. The night will take about 30 litres of fuel if I skip it, which will leave me with half a tank. However, this thing here also doesn't use up too much in the way of fuel. We just got one wheel spinning over there. Yeah, we do. We kind of need to get a little bit of momentum going on here. Right, let's go. Pull our truck along. If we can get back onto the... Unfortunately, we will be traversing the mud, the trenches that we made on our way here. Release that. Come on. Oh, God. Yeah, try... Whoa, bugger. Oh, bugger. Right. This is about to not go very well, I think. We might be able... If we winch our way itself that way... Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come back down, truck. Winch ourselves that way, I think. Okay, we're fine. I hoped I could have just pulled the truck and got it kind of onto flat ground, but that was just going to pull us over. Little bit of panic, not going to lie. There was a little bit of panic in all of that. We have dealt with the situation. Surprisingly, I am yet to roll a vehicle on this game. So far, we have not had a vehicle tumble over. I'm not sure that's going to last. But with the MAN and so on, that thing was so tough that it wasn't going to have a problem. But this quite now top-heavy. Not exactly the widest vehicle to begin with, and not exactly the most kind of traction. It's not really going to dig itself out of trouble anywhere. Right, so we want to head, I guess, in this direction. I think we can take a shortcut, and this is where we get stuck, but I think we can probably take a shortcut over here. In fact, maybe even getting the watchtower wouldn't be a bad idea while we are doing this. Although, I'll kind of pull myself in slightly the wonky way, if I'm honest. I'm not sure I wanted to head quite this far, but never mind. We're going to have to deal with it now because we're over here. Can we winch our way through here and crush that tree out of the way? Yes, we can. At least around here, the foliage is not quite as bad, and there are now some bigger trees, hopefully, to attach ourselves to. This is really quite bloody risky what I've done here. I'm hoping and praying that we can crush through these. Arse. I had a clever plan, and clever plan has completely fallen apart. Damn it. Okay, shortcut not going to work. I really thought I could crush through those trees. We can't. Right, no shortcut for me then. Can we... Oh, bugger. Don't tell me we're stuck in here. Can we not get out over there? No, we're going to dig ourselves into a massive bloody hole. Oh, I don't want it in reverse, do we? We want it in first if we're going to get anywhere with that. Oh, this isn't good. We have really managed to dig ourselves into some trouble. Oh, is it a rock that's in the way if we go backwards? I would quite like a free camera at some point. I need to look what's behind us. Bugger. Can we, if we get a little bit of momentum up, maybe we can just bounce our way over whatever was stopping us previously. Come on. Over we go, over we go, over we go. There we go. Right. I think maybe the twigs or whatever we broke caused us the issue. Little bit of speed is what we needed in all of that. Right. Can we can winch ourselves around this way. Excellent. Now, forwards and then left, perhaps. Less of the trying to take shortcuts. That could have gone a lot worse. Could have gone a lot better, but that could have very, very nearly been us stuck. If you dig yourself a hole and unable to reverse through said hole and can't go forward, yeah, we would have been very buggered. And it is surprisingly easy to do, especially when you are trying to take shortcuts. And yeah, that is always the risk that you take. And there is there's the viewpoint over there. Damn it, I wasted so much time trying to be lazy. Again, one of the big hazards with this game. We are still just about getting along. Can we... There's a really, really weird noise going on. I don't know what creatures are around here, but I'm not sure I would want to be out of my truck with those kind of sounds going on. Can we... Oh, I've got a parking brake on, that's never good. Can we get ourselves forward here at all? What are we stuck on? Oh, is it that wheel over there that's just not going to bugger? I guess I can winch ourselves there. Might be able to pull that rear wheel out. Whoa! Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It has pulled the rear wheel out. We should be good to go. It might have also just pulled the vehicle far enough sideways that we could get a different winch point if needed. Oh, this is very, very treacherous with the whole rolling over thing. Overuse of winch could get us in a lot of trouble as well, I fear. Right. Watch point. Come on, truck. We can make it. I haven't needed to use winch for about 30 seconds, so I would say that is progress. We're down to 54 litres of fuel. Yeah, it is. It's not a thirsty truck, thankfully. There we go. Navigational map revealed. Oh, bugger me. Right. I still think our best plan is going to be, rather than fight our way through the water to get back to the garage, it's going to be fight our way towards this kind of plains area. Now, that plains area does look rather wet. But I don't know how deep the water is. It looks rather wet, and there looks like a distinct lack of trees. But I can, again, skirt the edge of it. If we can hug the edge of the water, we might be okay. That's a big might, though. And especially as the going is now getting considerably darker than I would have liked. At least with the map revealed, I know roughly where I'm aiming for, and can hopefully work out what we can get away with, where we can get away with going a little bit better. Oh, don't roll over, truck. Especially not when we're prattling around climbing hills. No, good. Everything is worked out okay there. Dodge the tree. Sometimes when spinning the camera around as well to try and figure out what the certain corner of your truck is doing, you end up getting slightly disorientated and clonk straight into trees like a silly bugger. It is a surprisingly easy mistake to make. Oh, there we go. We'll get that truck out of there. Right, so this is the big old plains area. What is it going to be like? Map being called bog would suggest to me that there's plenty of water here. But... oh, Christ. Oh, through the mud we go. It might just be sort of small low-lying, I say small low-lying levels of water, but it might just be the occasional puddle in an otherwise largely open fields, or it might be horrendous. It doesn't look too bad at the moment, but I'm kind of quite nervous. Again, if it was daytime, things would be a lot nicer. How will we do it? Well, I guess we can follow... It makes sense to follow the path, follow the road there, wouldn't it? Really. And then we can kind of scoot down. We'll see. We'll kind of see, I guess, what the road's like and what the path is, or what the terrain looks like over the other side. I don't really want to be trying to go up hills where there is nothing to grab onto if things go wrong. That seems like a recipe for disaster, trying to climb a hill with no way of rescuing yourself with a winch. Come on, truck. We will make it onto this path. So yeah, we'll follow this along because this actually looks pretty decent in terms of terrain. Certainly as far as terrain goes that we have covered, this looks like some of the better terrain. We can actually get a little bit of speed up. Look at it go. And it bounced excitedly at the thought of getting some speed. Now, what I might try... oh, bugger. Okay. It bounced excitedly for a while, and then I think there's a tree in the way, or did it just get too steep for the truck? It might have got too steep for the truck. We might want to now start thinking about heading across in this direction. There's some trees nearby for winching us out. Oh, God bloody damn it. I just wanted to go forward a little bit up here. What have we just dug a hole? No? Okay, it just didn't seem to want to go. Okay, that was peculiar. If we can just get ourselves close enough to those rocks. Oh, I really don't want to go play in the rocks. The rocks would not be a fun place. Yeah, let's not go play in the rocks. I can't winch myself to or around any of them. You just get your wheels stuck, and this thing doesn't have the power to climb over them whatsoever. Right, let's follow. Oh, that's a log. Thankfully it's a little bit downhill, so we can get away with just about climbing over that. We could have done if I hadn't cocked up my steering. Right, thankfully there is a winch point over there. Release that. We might be good to go again. Oh, come on, find some grip, find some movement. When we get stuck next, actually, I say probably better now following around that circle, aren't we? Yeah, better to look now rather than wait until we get stuck and end up going the wrong way. So we want to bravely go where I don't think this truck is going to be comfortable, but we do need to head, I guess, in an easterly direction? Kind of, yeah. We keep heading in this direction, we are going to get wedged. Holy crap, we're just sinking into the mud. Help! Help! This was not a good idea. I thought, oh, this will be fine. This is a much, much lighter vehicle. We should be okay with just gliding delicately across. We are not okay to glide delicately across the fields here. Could we even get out of this if we wanted to? And there we were, thinking the worst thing I was going to tackle was the water. No, it turns out a big empty field. That is the worst thing possible for this truck to try and tackle. Now I wonder if a bit more speed, because I was being very cautious there, I wonder if a bit more speed could keep us ahead of the sinking, essentially. If we can keep ourselves ahead of sinking into this horrible, horrible terrain. There are trees over there that I've got to go towards now. If we stop, we are done. If we stop here, if we break down, if we end up with a rock in our path, we are never rescuing the truck. So we are booting it. No, don't bog down here. Just keep going. Get to within tree distance, grabbing distance. I'm not sure we're quite going in the right direction anymore, but I kind of given up caring because we need to get here. Can't look at the map because if we stop, we get stuck. I think we are within winch distance because we are about to sink. The wheel is literally entirely under the mud. Oh, I think we made it to somewhere. Whether this somewhere is any good, that is horrible, horrible terrain that we found right there. We made it to the end of the road. I think we might have done. You know, I think we might have just made it to where that road ended rather than anything else. Oh no, actually, we've made pretty decent progress in the decent enough direction. If we keep going along here, we can find those tree lines and kind of be pulled along. We're going to have to go around the back there, because I'm not sure we can get through any of these gaps, because that looks like pretty dense forests. But we made it across the horrible, boggy mess that was that centre field. It wasn't the water that was the problem, which is the ground was so soft that you got stuck in it. You actually needed speed to solve that problem. That is one of the times where speed was necessary to solve the problems. If I hadn't been going quickly, we would have... Well, we saw what happens when I wasn't going quickly. We got stuck. So... Interestingly, yeah, the speed was a necessity in all of that. Can we... Oh, I can't quite grab the tree I want to grab yet. Let's just try and pull us up this hill a little bit more. We are about halfway, I think, on this arduous journey for 2 points. I feel like, while we're not delivering very much, this should be worth more just for the sheer audacity of the delivery going on here. Yeah, we're kind of pointing the direction we want to go now. We follow these trees around. It doesn't look that far. It doesn't look that far at all on the map, but I bet that is a lot more difficult than than I was expecting. Who knows what can go wrong next. But I'm going to leave it here in the relative safety of a forest. Well, kind of a forest. We made it across the water. We made it across the water. Very nearly got stuck in the middle of the fields. Interestingly, I wasn't quite expecting that turn of events, but there we go. Our World War II truck is still going. Just about. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.